Hello, beautiful people. Today we're starting 10 days of wellness, and it starts with a mindset shift. It's all about your mind. So, I want to tell you what we're going to do over these next 10 days. We are going to be maniacally focused on our own well being because when you are well in your mind, body, and spirit, you can be a light unto the world, and what you give, you receive. So if you are feeling stuck, tired, bloated, if you need healing, if you want to lose weight, whatever it is you desire, anything that we all desire, it's all the same. We do things because we think we'll be better for the doing of it. Whether we want a promotion, whether we want more money, whether we want to be a smaller size, whether we only do things because we think it'll bring us happiness. And I'm going to suggest to you right now that what we're doing is healing for inner peace and contentment and health, well-being, essential, remarkable wellness. That is the point. So everything is the same problem. The problem is the same, only the form of the problem changes. And how do we tackle the problem? We start with a strong foundation, which is our mindset. It is how we think about things. Experiences are neutral. Your body is neutral. Everything is cause and effect, but the cause needs to be delineated so you can see the effect. Your body is the effect of all of the decisions that you make, of your mind, of your thoughts. Whether how much you weigh, what you put on every day, if you brush your teeth, it's a thought that your body is the mechanism, the tool that carries out the action. So we want to back up and get to the thoughts first. And from there, all of our healing and wellness happens. That's the first thing that I want you to settle into. We're going to talk about all of the 7 intentions that for this 10 days, we'll get deep into each of them every day, but I'm going to lay it out for you now. No need to wait. Here's what I would like for you to do these 10 days. Set a sacred space. You got the mindset of wellness. And set a sacred space that there is nothing more important than your happiness, than your healing. Not even your job, because if you're unhappy at work or any place or in your relationships, then you're unhappy. So what we're trying to do is heal. So when you set the intention that I am my biggest priority, so for these next 10 days, you are your biggest priority. And in that, here are 7 intentions to practice. Meditate every day. And that's the one I'm going to spend more time on today. Because if there's any one of these that you can do that could be life-changing for your healing and to get unstuck, it's in the meditation. And I'll tell you why. So we'll come back to that. Exercise. If you can just sort of keep your body lubricated so that you can get the clarity. And it works as a calorie burner, but that's not the point. That's not the intention. The intention is overall wellness. You will get that adrenaline. You'll get all of the good biochemical functions that happen that help boost you and elevate your energy. That's why you want to exercise for 30 minutes a day. Even 15. Something. Go do some stretches and some push-ups. Call it. But that awareness and intentionality will be everything. So a lot of people get in their own way and say, oh, I don't have 30 minutes. You got 10? Are you watching TV? Can you do a few sit-ups? Can you do a few stretches? A few arm raises? That intentionality will carry you. God will meet you where you are and take you the rest of the way. Even when I go out and say, I don't care if I just walk to the corner, that's all I'm going to do today. Somehow, by the time I get to the corner, I go further. You just have to be willing. You have to start. So, exercise. Mindful eating. I want you to think about that a little differently in that especially if you pray before you eat, pray before you cook. Pray before you buy the food or as you buy the food. Pay attention to the food that you even intend to put in your body. Pay attention to the food before you even think about eating the food so that it can be of nourishment to your body. This is all about awareness. And then when you do that, you'll say, oh, this wasn't good for me, or I know that gets me bloated. Why would I eat it? And if you can, there's 4 things to stay away from. I call it no WASP, WASP. No white flour, no alcohol, no sugar, no processed foods. And of those 4, if you can do 3 of them, you're doing really good. So that's an intention to set. So eat mindfully. Self-care. Now, before when we have done these 7 intentions, if you do self-care, a lot of people would say, oh, you get the bubble bath, light some candles and all of that. I'm talking about self-care with the big capital S, the self, the God in you that you put first, your devotion, your belief, you're activating your faith in the things that you do. So this entire 10 days is self-care. If you practice these 7 intentions, of which self-care is one of them, then you get credit for self-care. What is in the one is in the whole. All of these are contained in self-care. When you meditate, you eat right, you exercise, that is all self-care. If you want to go above and beyond, please do. But recognize that this 10 days is about self-care, transcendence, transformation, inner peace, happiness. What is in the one is in the whole, and what is in the whole is in the one. Self-care contains everything. Daily affirmations and journaling. Affirm yourself. You have to continue to speak into your life and existence what you want. And I would say journaling is very much its own form of meditation. When you're talking to God and you're getting those messages back, you journal about it. So it can be as simple as, oh, this is what happened yesterday and this is what I ate and whatever. It can also be very deep. It can be very spiritual, like you ask God a question and then in your contemplation after you meditate, you journal what your understanding of your current situation is. Kindness and gratitude, super important, because what you give, you receive. So try to make it a practice every day during these 10 days to do something intentional. I often will just bless a meeting, bless everyone in the meeting that I'm in, or I write handwritten notes and send them out, a tangible form. Does not have to cost any money. It's just time, and it's when you put yourself in the space of giving, then you also open up that sacred space to receive. And rest. Please try to get a good night's sleep. At least stay in silence. If you can only sleep 4 or 5 hours, stay in silence for another 2. Try to get 6 to 8 hours of rest and silence. Means no phones, no checking your text messages or social media. That's noise, that's mind chatter. So those are the 7 intentions that we're doing for this 10 days. Try to do all 7 of these things. And if you cannot, do the best you can. And we'll be reinforcing this every day. If you get my book, The 10 Days, it walks you through all of them in a very clear way and talks about even more the benefits of each of them, which I'll be talking about during the 10 days. And then there's a journal as well that has daily affirmations, and you can get these at remarkablewellness.us with the discount code that we've provided. And if that doesn't work for you, it's on Amazon as well. Either way, I'm going to be talking about it and talking you through it, but get ready and get set and let's go. So mindset, the 7 intentions, and what goes with that is understanding the nature of reality. And that's where I want to start today for day one. Your mindset matters. Here's the big deal that's been coming to me lately, and it's all around healing. You are not your body. When you, it's around healing and forgiveness. When you focus on your body, you also focus on other people's bodies, and that's who you take offense against your enemy, someone, your political rival, some competition at work, maybe your kids or your spouse or your relationships. There's something outside of you, a body that your body is taking offense against. And when you don't judge, when you don't take offense, when you realize I am not my body, then there's nothing to forgive. In life is brighter. Your outlook is more optimistic. What holds us back is any sense of fear and lack. So that's why we work on the mindset first, because we have this executive function that when we stay focused in and of our well-being, our spiritual alignment, it keeps all of our decisions in that lane, on that path, and we're able to make better and better decisions quicker, and we heal, we become healthier and happier, which is the entire point. So today's affirmation: I am not my body. What does that mean? You are spirit. We are all spirit. So if you believe in God, that there is a God, a universal higher power, the author of all that is, whatever words you want to put to it, because there's really no words that can really define it, that there is a thinking stuff through which all things permeate and connects us all, this power. It's a law, these universal laws. If you believe, then this is what can help you have confidence in a different mindset. In the higher consciousness community, we say, oh, none of this is real. Time is a human construct. This is all an illusion. What does that mean? And I'm doing this to really challenge your mind, your thinking. The world is not real. Everything here, the reality of God is 180 degrees different, which is why we say, heaven, let there be heaven here on earth. It's in your mind. It's all in our minds. You're not your body. Your body is a tool that your mind uses so that you can communicate and carry out your life here on earth. But your mind itself is where the power is, your thoughts, because it's the cause, and your connection to God, to this universal power that gives you your purpose, is the cause of everything you do. When you're disconnected from your mind and you let your thoughts run wild, when you're not able to discipline, put everything in that mental context of well-being and inner peace, when you don't discipline your mind, you let your mind run wild. Oh, I can't meditate. I can't do this. I can't sleep. I can't whatever, because you're not deeply putting yourself in the practice and in bed with God, so to speak, aligning your mindset with what's more important. We lose control. And so then the outside world, we get sick, we get tired, we get angry, we get mad, we don't forgive. And then what? We're unhappy. We're unhealthy. We eat crap. We drink crap. So by just taking control of your thoughts and aligning them with the mind of God, you've done almost everything. And in that, you have to, you're not your body. You are your thoughts and your mind. You are spirit. Your body is the tool that carries out whatever you think about and put into it. So that is the biggest mindset shift we're going to do on this, that I want you to continue to think about. I am not my body. I can heal my body. I can take my body to the bathroom. I can take my body to the kitchen. I can cook. The big I that has control of my thoughts, I direct my body to do the things that it's to do. I'm going to go another level deeper. So these are higher consciousness conversations to get that mindset going, because when you can do all of this, then what happens in the world you won't feel like a victim. Oh gosh, this virus. Oh, the president. Oh, the whatever. Yeah, it's all happening. It doesn't mean that you have to be an unhappy person because it's happening. You can be concerned. You can participate to try to make life better for everyone, like not spread the virus, like vote and get other administrations in. You can do things, but it does not mean you have to be diminished. You are not diminished. Stop diminishing yourself. I'm going to let that sink in. Stop diminishing yourself. It's just your thoughts and your thoughts about your body. Oh, I got to get this weight off my stomach. Oh, I got to do this and that. And I'm feeling some kind of way about your body. Is only the effect of what you do to it, what you put into it, what you eat. So just start today. I can control what I put in with every mindful eating, with every mindful bite, with planning my next meal. It's okay because my body is only responding. Stop body shaming and body hating. It's just a tool, just like your phone. Just, your phone is like what you're not your phone. Your phone is just a tool so you can communicate with people and do whatever other apps you got. But it's a translator. It's a communication tool. And in the same way, so is your body. When you hear a language that you're unfamiliar with, all your ears are hear. It's your mind that is putting together the comprehension, like, or even reading comprehension. It's your mind that's doing the work. Your ears are the tool that brings the sound in. That has no judgment about what that sound is, whether it's Spanish, French, Italian, English, British English, American English. Your ears don't care. It's taking in sound. They're neutral. The sound, your body in and of itself is a neutral entity that only takes in and responds what your mind does. So your mind understands English, maybe German, maybe, some Spanish. So when that sound comes in, your mind interprets it. The same way, your eyes. I see someone stole something from me. Well, you saw someone take something, but your mind is interpreting as, well, that's not right, or that is right, or maybe they really gave me a gift. So you have to realize that you are really your thoughts in your mind. When you realize that and let your body be and still treat it kindly because you're a loving light of God, that detachment from this body as your body, it's like, here's one other great metaphor that Spirit brought me. It's like if you have a pet and you're walking your dog. You, the owner of this pet, which is now like a family member, you are like God, right? You feed it, you shelter it, you care and love for it, you chose it, you brought it into your home. And then your pet is like you, the dog is like you, it's like your body. And so you take it out for walks, and so it could use the bathroom and all of that. But you're walking the dog's not walking you. We act as if we don't have control over our thoughts and over our life. We act like we don't have the intelligence. I mean, this is what human beings are gifted with, this level of thinking. That's the only thing that makes us different from any other animal. I mean, they move differently. They may move on fours, they may fly, they may swim, but it's our ability to think and communicate in a way, but it's still about our thoughts more than it is about our body. It's not about our body. So when we can take that back, we'll find our health and wellness, because then in our thoughts is where we connect with our higher power, which makes the decisions, which manifests in our day-to-day life. That's a lot to chew on, but I think the dog analogy, you're not the dog walking the owner. That's like me trying to take God for a walk. I've forgotten about God. I'm just running around anywhere, peeing on fire hydrants. And I'm forgetting that, I can be in a better park. I could be in a better place. I can go play with other dogs if I just let my owner take me where I want to go. Like the one who has more divine knowledge and intelligence. Instead, I'm walking my owner. I'm walking me. I'm trying to just go crazy all over the place, chasing cars down the street. I just have no sense. So when you let the divine intelligence help rule your life, the purpose for which you were put here, things go much better. So you're not your body. You have a higher power that sits over and higher than you are. So, and this is the last thing I think I want to say for day one. When you're changing your mindset, your thoughts are not, you're not your body. Your thoughts in your mind are your connection to God and spirit, which can make all of the right decisions for you in your life and can heal you and improve your well-being. So your thoughts, imagine your thoughts are somewhere up here. They're not in your mind, in your brain, in your body. They infuse, if you've ever heard of chakras, and your seventh chakra is here where your divine comes in, and then your sixth and your fifth and your fourth and your third and your second. Those are energy centers. So that light of that energy of God comes through and just uses your body like a mannequin, not a mannequin, the dummies that, that ventriloquists use. Your body is just being used by your thoughts, but your thoughts and your spirit, this is in this realm connected with God. And the point of all of this is to spend more time in connection with God that then comes in and through you and feeds your life and your body. This world is not the most important part of who we are. Who we are in God and what He wants for us is where we find our power to live more powerfully in the world. It's a conundrum if you don't accept it, a paradox, but it's all the same and it's very real. We all of these parables about building your house on a solid foundation. It's true. This is the foundation you want to build your wellness journey on. 180 degrees different from what the world will tell you. This is where the power lies. So when you minimize the gap between you and God, or what God's will is for you, you have happiness. What's in this gap most of the time is our body. Who offended us? Who didn't offend us? Blah, blah. Who am I not forgiving? All of that. When you're aligned with God, none of that matters, because you can control and discipline your thoughts. So I will leave you with that. Today's exercise in affirmations: I am not my body. You're so much more than that. And so when you sit in meditation and the 7 intentions to practice every day, and we'll be getting into it every day, but just if you at least just do one: meditation, exercise, mindful eating, self-care, daily affirmations and journaling, kindness and gratitude, and sleep and rest, rejuvenation. Every day, carve it out, do all of those. And I'm telling you, by day 3, already you will be awakening. You'll feel the healing in your body. I know this is true. So many people have done these journeys with me and have had amazing transformations. And I really want that for you and for me. What I give, I receive. And when I do these, it's just next level stuff. So sometimes, there have been times I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't even know who's participating or if anyone's paying attention. There's always someone. And even more than that is that I grow from this. So I want to thank you for just that energy, that oneness. We're closing the gap up here in the spirit. It's all the same. We're all aligned. It's a quiet, still place with all this divine intelligence, and it feeds our thoughts, and it comes through, and then our bodies we execute. And that's what you're going to do. That's what you're doing starting right now in these 10 days. You are not your body. And that person over there that you're offended, that you get offended by, or you feel a victim, you feel victimized, that means you're focusing more on your body. When you're focusing on your mind and your thoughts, can't no one hurt you there. No one can get to that unless you let it, unless you let your body be the focus and not your spiritual well-being, your divine intelligence that helps you know what to eat and where to go, puts you in the right places at the right time, brings you fortune and grace and blessings, brings you all that happiness. That is what we're doing today. Okay, so this is day one. That's a lot to chew on. Remember, you can get the books to help you. You can watch this over and over again. But just at least for today's daily affirmation, I am not my body. And shift that mindset into wellness and healing and love and light. Okay? And love and light. Day one. It's good.